Hello and welcome to Waylander's Wandering, where today is Sunday the 5th of March and we're going to go through the Sunday preview from Games Workshop. And this week there is a lot to get through. Well, a lot more than last week. So let's crack on. Starting off, we have for Warhammer 40,000 the Arcs of Omen Codex books for Vashtor, which is a third instalment of the Arcs Omen zeroes in on the Siege of the Rock as Vashtor searches for a powerful component for his diabolical goal. The Dark Angels are not going to take this invasion lightly and will rally their forces as a mysterious third party enters the slaughter. Next up is the Wrath of the Songforge. A hero of legend stands against the god from the machine. Recreate the pivotal moments of Vashtor's invasion of the Rock with his jam-packed battle box. This is the first place you'll be able to get the models for Vashtar, the Archifane, and Supreme Grandmaster Azrael, which is nice. And here we see Vashtor and Azrael in all their glory. I kind of like Vashtor. Vashtor looks like he's a real steampunk demon. He is made of cogs and clocks and he appears to be wearing proper steampunk goggles. Gotta love this guy. I like the new Azrael sculpt. Not keen on non-metallic metal because it will literally only look good from that precise angle. Turn it ever so slightly left or right, it will look like a steaming pile of poop. But if you like non-metallic metals, guys, you go for your goddamn lives. Vashtor would not be complete without an Arcs of Omen Vashtor die set, which has a lovely mottled browny orange colour, looks kind of like wood, and with the Chaos 8-pointed star on the 6. Again, 15 dice, probably about 25 quid. I can't believe that anybody actually buys these, but they are pretty. They are pretty. Also, if anyone who buys the Arc of Omen Vashtor Wrath of the Songforge and the Vashtor dice set together can get all of them in a bundle with this exclusive art print while stocks last. Don't get confused, guys. This is an art print, not a mirror. Also, for the Arcs of Omen, we have a few boarding patrols coming up, starting off with Boarding Patrol Adeptus Mechanicus. This versatile boarding patrol comprises a Tech Priest Dominus, their loyal bodyguard of 10 Skitarii Vanguard, who can be built also as Rangers. You will also find a cadre of 5 Sicarian Infiltrators, who can be built as Rust Stalkers, and a trio of heavily armed Cataphren Destroyers, who, surprisingly, can also be built as Breachers. Lots of stuff in this box and lots of versatility if you already have the alternates in your collection. I like it. 19 miniatures in that set, by the way. Next up, we have a Boarding Patrol Chaos Demons. Even the gods of chaos have designs on the treasures and opportunities brought by the Arcs of Omen. This cornate flavoured boarding patrol features 10 flesh hounds, 10 bloodletters, led by Karnak, the Hound of Vengeance. And if anybody's wondering which one Karnak is, it's the good boy in the model with several heads. We wouldn't be complete without looking at the Death Guard. The Sons of Mortarion are ready to fumigate their local voidcraft with his bloated boarding patrol led by a putrid lord of Virulent, his 3 sworn Deathray Terminators and 10 incredibly sturdy Plague Marines who benefit from corrupted cornucopia of weapons options. Goodness me, it's a good job I've finally broken these teeth in. That set contains 14 lovely, lovely miniatures, and I know that a few of my viewers who already play Death Guard will be scrabbling to pick this one up. And seeing as they've been talking about it so much, I'm sure that Peachy and the painting phase will be looking at Boarding Patrol Genestealer cults. Genestealer cults propagate across the galaxy by stowing away on transport vessels and settling in for the long haul, or forcibly commandeering the ship. This team is made up of a Kellamorph, an Abominant, 5 Aberrants, 10 Echolite hybrids who can also be built as hybrid Metamorphs. Again, lots and lots of variety in this box, and the chance to build things as something else. These Steelers look great. I do like Steelers. I really do like Steelers. Finally, for Warhammer 40,000, we have the Imperial Knights dice set and the Chaos Knights dice set, which again are 15 dice with a Knight's head and a Chaos Knight's head on the 6. One set in blue, one set in red, 15 dice, probably about 25 quid. If you play Knights, go for your life. If you don't, you're 25 quid, man. 25 quid. Anyway, for the Middle-earth strategy battle game, we see Faramir, Madril and Damrod, the Rangers of Ithilien. These dynamic new sculpts are absolutely gorgeous, actually. I like it. I like the Osgiliath-themed bases. These are really, really nice sculpts. And, you know, it's about time that these guys got some love from old G-dubs. These are really nice. I don't know, there's nothing else to say. These are great, buy them. And talking about beautiful, beautiful sweet faces, we have Gothmog, the Lieutenant of Sauron, in foot and mounted, who has got a face that only a mother could truly love, and probably not even his mother. Somebody else's mother, somebody who has an uglier child. Could be you, could be me, could be anybody, but we won't judge. For Warhammer, the Horus Heresy, we have the Typhon Siege Tank. Bring even bigger guns to bear in the Age of Darkness with a Typhon Heavy Siege Tank designed to suit the battle planes of Perturabo himself. This modified Land Raider supports a frankly massive Dreadhammer siege cannon that can reduce buildings to rubble and flatten whole squads. Honestly, with a cannon that big on the front of your Land Raider, I think that somebody's compensating, and since it's Perturabo, he probably is compensating for something. Know what I'm saying, boys? Next up, we have the Exodus Long Rifle Assassin for the Alpha Legion, who is a very sweet miniature. Again, the premier assassin of the Alpha Legion is identified only as Exodus. Is this the master sniper, one man or many sharing the same appearance? Confound your opponents with a baffling implication of the chicanery before plunging their high-value targets right into the beaky with the help of this shadowy death dealer. Again, we have a very nice miniature. I do like the what appears to be a contrast over the top of the silver metallic. This is a nice theme. This works really well. It works really well for the Alpha Legion. It equally works really well using a red for the Thousand Suns, and would probably work very well using a gold base and a purpley contrast paint for the Emperor's Children. But this isn't a painting tutorial. This is looking at beautiful, beautiful new minis, and you're not going to get much more beautiful than that. Moving on to the Traitor Esoterist Consul. Towards the end of the Horus Heresy, legions on both sides, but traitors with far more enthusiasm, began to feel esoterists in their armies, librarians who had dabbled in the forbidden lore. Tapping into the power of the warp, the Space Marines used the Empyrean as a weapon, tearing holes in reality to fling arcane bolts at their foes and summoned hordes of howling demons. So yeah, if you don't want a bunch of pink horrors thrown at your face, don't annoy this guy, who appears to be sticking the fork up at somebody off camera. I wonder who that could be. It's probably me. Sorry, I didn't mean to say nasty things about you. Sorry. Anyway, moving on. The Raven Guard gets a nice Mark 6 upgrade set featuring 5 different shoulder pads repeated and a series of heads, both with a officer's head, both helmeted and unhelmeted, giving us a total of, what's it, 8, 9, 10, 11 helmets for our wonderful beaky guys in their Corvus pattern armor. I wonder what Corvus could mean. Never mind. The Alpha Legion, of course, Alfarius gets 11 heads himself there, and 5 shoulder pads repeated twice. So all your Alfariuses can have the nice new Mark 6 upgrade kit. And if you don't want all your Marines to look like the same dude, with a different hat on, we can get the character head upgrade set, each one giving 15 heads, and I believe that they're all different. And I think you can actually, looking at it, put together an entire squad of dudes with beards, which will be fun, or possibly even dudes with shouty mouths open, but probably not quite for those. But an entire squad of dudes with beards will be fun. It's also time for the new White Dwarf, which is White Dwarf 486, featuring painting guides and rules for playing in the Arcs of Omen, 6 new regiments of renown for the Age of Sigmar, and multiplayer rules for Kill Team. Inside the conveyor belt board tiles for boarding actions and Warcry fighter cards. All wonderful, wonderful stuff, so don't forget to rush down to G-Dubs and pick up your White Dwarf. The Black Library, not to be left out, has Cypher Lord of the Fallen in limited edition, limited to 2,000 signed copies, and always I would tell you, if you want the signed limited edition copy, get in early or you are only going to pay double or even treble to the scalpers on eBay. And they really don't deserve your money, because they are horrible, horrible people. I'm sorry if you're a scalper, but you are the scum of the earth, and stop watching. Just don't watch me at all. If you're a scalper, don't watch me. I hate you. Anyway, Ahriman Eternal is also coming out. The 4th installment of John French's Ahriman series will be available in paperback from next week. And our French brethren will also be picking up the paperback and ebook format. Knight of Talasar, Cato Sicarius Omnibus is also available for pre-order. Another Nick Kime omnibus there in paperback and ebook editions, and The Rise of the Horn Rat from Guy Haley in audiobook from next week. Then we have Wrath of the Lost, or Zorn de Verroennen. Please forgive my German. I don't speak German at all, but this is out in German in paperback and ebook formats. Please forgive my German, it was horrible. I won't do it again. We also see the Horus Heresy Omnibus 10, featuring stories about the White Scars and various other legions in German on paperback and ebook format for the very first time. That is it for this week's roundup. There is nothing else new. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying to the end. I love your faces, and goodbye.